offering. Instead, we take a pause to remember that generosity is one of the ways that God's love keeps moving in the world, and when we give, we do so out of joy, not out of obligation. Joy that being part of something bigger is God's love and way of moving throughout the world. So if you'd like to give today, you'll find offering plates in the back there, and you can give online by scanning the QR codes in your bulletins there. However you choose to give, though, we want you to know that we're deeply grateful. Your generosity helps keep love showing up in real and tangible ways. We had a fabulous time on Friday with our Compassion Crew. I wanted to thank Margaret and Leanne for all the ways that they made Compassion Crew, and Libby. Just so much fun for our young adults. But a special thank you to David for opening up his home and making those amazing hot chocolate and cookies. Really thrilling. We hope you'll join us next weekend for both our caroling event and our Blue Christmas. Those are two things happening. I'll let Tim expand on those, but they're really important things happening here at Trinity and in our community. We have folks coming from the community for both of those things, but I'll let Tim expand on them. Thank you so much.
So, again this week, like last week, just about everything's in your bulletin on the back. But if you can't read that smaller version of it, there's a larger version out on the table by the front door, and you can get that. And you can read all those, I promise. So you can read that. Well, let's just go over a few things. Okay, so like she said, today at 5 p.m. is our community choir's Christmas concert. That'll be at 5. So we're here on the street to sing to folks. Some folks say, no, why don't you sing to us?
Yeah, so what we do is really cool. Ahead of time, we put out luminaries. And so if folks want us to stop and sing, they light the luminaries and they put them out on their front porch. It's really beautiful.
And then the 21st, of course, that next week, starting Sunday, is busy. For the rest of that week's very busy. So, on the 21st, we'll have a regular worship service, and then at 5 p.m. we'll have our little Christmas service. And that's where, there are single folks, there are widowers, lonely, all types, that just, Christmas is not a fun time for them. So this is a particular service for them. And then on Christmas Eve, we'll have our candlelight and communion service. We hope everybody shows up for that. There's special music going to be provided. We're going to call out your favorite hymn. So between now and then, start thinking about your favorite hymn. If you really want to hear it bad enough, text me or email me at the office, and that way I can make sure we get it in, and Louise will practice it. But I have to make sure she gets those right. So just if you have any particular favorite, remember we're in Christmas time from the 25th on for 12 days, so till Epiphany. So we'll be singing Christmas songs anyway. So if you have your favorite Christmas song or just your favorite hymn, let us know. We're also collecting for poinsettias, the old Christmas Eve service, put on the rails as we always do. Now there's a nice little form in the back. That's a flyer in the back. And I didn't say this last week, but if you made some forms, and it's even bigger, so you can write bigger on it, so I can read it really well. I appreciate that too. So you can do that. I think that's all. So and this time I'll ask Kristen to come forward and lead us in our century reflection.
Where joy begins. Joy is not a firework. It doesn't blast its way into our lives with spectacle and noise. Most days, it begins in small places. A warm mug and tired hands. Light moving across the kitchen floor. A friend checking in at just the right moment. Joy rises quickly, like dough left to rest, gaining strength in the stillness until it's ready to be shared.